Hi everyone, how's it going? I hope everyone are doing well. If you are new here, welcome. Happy to have you. If you're returning, welcome back, you guys. Happy to have you. Let's get into this reading. See what we need to know. Lovers, I was getting this too. Oh my goodness, lovers. Okay, I have a message. I'm getting a message. This person would like to tell you how they feel. Let's look into their energy and see what's up. This card is coming out asking, does going back feel like expansion or regression to you, right? So this lets me know that this is a past lover that may want to reach out, or you've been thinking about them, whether you want to go back or not. Does going back feel like expansion or a regression, right? So this is for you to decide, right? There's really no wrong way, no wrong answer here. You know what feels right for you, right? They do have a long way to go, so it lets me know that this is somebody emotionally very immature, like you guys are not on the same level. And love should enhance your life rather than complicate it, right? But it's not always as black and white, as I'm sure you guys can agree. Let's see what's been going on here. This person is saying that they lied to you, that they're going through the dark night of the soul. So this person is actually, I just seen 222, so this is definitely twin flame vibes here, soulmate, twin flame, right? So your other half, right? So it's giving like a very strong soul connection that is hard to explain in this lifetime, but you just know that there's this supernatural pull to this person that no matter what they do, you always go back, you always end up back together, right? And if you don't, then this reading is probably not for you. But if you resonate, you know that I'm talking to you. This is a strong soul connection, so this is probably your other half, your souls merging together, or your souls been together in previous lifetimes, right? And now you're coming together in this lifetime as well. And this song is coming up that says, I guess I'll see you in the next lifetime. So I'm getting like in every lifetime, both of you guys been manifesting, coming together as one, meeting again. And that's when you know that that's like meant to be, that's destined connection, right? You can't explain it. You just know that it's right. When it's right, it's right, right? But it's not as simple. Like there might be obstacles such as, you may be, there might be differences, like age gap or social gap or whatever it is for you. It's very unconventional, and it may seem like crazy connection to other people, like why you guys coming together every time, right? But you just know that it feels right. Like I just heard, there's nobody like your body. There's nobody like your body, I just heard. So yeah, there's nobody like this person, or even talking about like the body, the physical thing. You might be just so attracted to this person, you can't explain why. And it's because you have been together before. It's because you know each other, okay? Angel message to somebody, 444. This may be very intense connection, and it may be very scary to this person. I mean, you too, but I'm getting like, especially if you're more evolved one in this connection, if you've been doing more spiritual work than this person, then this is not as scary to you than it is to this person. This person is actually very scared to open up and show their love to you, because you intimidate this person, like in all the good ways. They are definitely scared of you. They would probably rather go for something easier, something more convenient, something that they can understand. But every time they trying to pull away, they get pulled even more. They get pulled in even more. And their love for you is growing in your absence. It's not growing when you guys are together. But the way it works is you always keep showing up, right? You're always at your best, you know, you always show them love, you show them care, you always give them a good experience, right? And they register that, but they cannot appreciate it in the moment because this person is not as conscious as you. They start appreciating it once you're in separation. And I'm sure there's been multiple separations for you guys, or maybe you're just going through the first one, right? If you're going through the first one and you know that there's a soul connection here, 90% of the time your person will be back. They will be back because you are in a soul contract, and there is certain energetic spiritual laws that comes to these contracts. Like, you guys in a different frequency, in a spirit world, you are together, you know what I mean, whatever it means to you, like being together, being married, be dating, whatever it is for you, like you guys are supposed to be together. But in this lifetime, like, because it's so intense for both of you, but especially for your person who is less conscious, they are the runner. They're trying to justify, you know, they don't understand how strong this connection is, but they also don't, they trying to find something easier. They're trying to find something that they can control. Basically, you make them weak. You make them weak, and they don't like that. They don't like that. This person likes to be in control, you know, and they, you know, they would prefer somebody that they could control, but they cannot control you. I just seen eternity, 8-8, eternity. So this is eternal love. This is true love, you guys. This is eternal love, and there's really no there's no ending to this story. There, for as long as you are here, you should just be happy that you found this person, that you found each other, you know, like be grateful for that, because it is so incredible that you guys found each other in this lifetime, you know, and you will find each other in the next lifetime as well. You will come together again and again and again and again. Like, this is eternal love. Like, this is literally the greatest, the most passionate love, like, that is out there. No cap. Like, a lot of people will never experience this. A lot of people don't have the strength, they don't have the capacity to hold so many emotions and still, you know, function. Especially in this time and space. But you are very special. Like, you are extremely strong soul, and I'm seeing like you're just pure love. Like, you're just pure love, literally. That's why this feels like easy for you. This may even feel fun for you, you know, like it's like a fun little game, but like majority of the people like break down and like never come back the same. But to you, like, you know, when you know how to move in this game of love. You are very advanced when it comes to loving and love. So you know what needs to be done and when it needs to be done. Like, you know when to lean in and you know when to pull away. You know when to detach. You can mirror your person's energy, and you know that, this person will not be held by the control. They will only be there when they want to be there. Is the only way. There's no way. I just heard there's no way, there's no room, no way for ultimatums. Like, this is not one of those ultimatum type of loves where you're like, if you don't do this, then I'm out. Like, and it just, that will not work on this person. Like, no type of control or no type of manipulation will work in this connection. Only true soul expression, only true love, only unconditional love will work in this connection. And we are being judged when we transition. We're being judged by the capacity to love, by how much we can forgive and how much we can love. Literally, like, those are the only things that we can take with us. How much we can forgive and how much we can love. And this love, your lover, is here to teach you just that. So be grateful for this person, really. Be truly grateful for this person, because they're giving you the toughest soul lessons. The toughest soul lessons. You cannot get any better lessons than what you are getting from this person. I just seen 12-12. For a lot of you guys, this is a soulmate connection. Soulmate connection. Soul binded, souls, merging souls. And this lifetime will not be enough to, like, figure everything out. Like, you just, enjoy the moment. Like, as much time as you can spend with this person, like, enjoy every moment, and try to forgive as much as you can, and try not to get any altercations with them or whatever. Like, choose your battles, dodge the bullets, whatever it is. Make sure that it's always a good time. You know what I mean? I know it's hard. It's not easy, but you can do it, because you can see this from a different type of perspective, because this is very special. Very, very special. And you should cherish this, And your person, they will follow you. This card said that, they have a long way to go. So you're the one, they got a long way to go. So you're the one leading this connection, you're the one showing the good example, and you're their teacher, So so do it gently, teach them with love. Yeah, it seems like you are more spiritual than this person. They're saying, I just wanted to do my thing. This person wants to be in this world more than, like, you probably spend a lot of time in, like, different dimensions in your sleep. Like, you can probably travel in your sleep, and you can just, like, dive deep, right, through your conscious, right? But this person, they're more in this world than you are. So whatever that means, I just wanted to do my thing, you know what it means. So Spirit here is saying, what goes around comes around, karma is real. And I feel like this person is getting it now. There will be some sort of like breakthrough in this connection, like your love will be deepening, especially if you guys when you guys come back together, choose your battles, and you're not supposed to be bridging the gap. You're, especially as a feminine, you're not supposed to be bridging the gap, because as a divine feminine that you are, you're that's not your job. Your job is just to stay in your own divine energy, do your own thing. So if you are missing this person a lot, if you aching, your heart is aching in separation, you gotta practice that, and that will not happen overnight. You gotta practice detachment, and if you are constantly thinking of this person, constantly missing them, you are not busy enough. Like, you need to get busier. Like, you need to find something productive to do meanwhile you're waiting for them to return. And they're taking their time, and they are allowed, and it's necessary for them to take their time to figure out how they actually feel and what they actually think about this. You know what I mean? And when they come back, it's not even a question if they come back. When they come back, and they will be back way sooner than you think. They will be back way sooner than you think. And there's literally nothing you can do. Like, I see a lot of people trying to manifest their masculines back, trying to put some spells on them, whatever. Like, none of that will work. Literally, in divine connections, none of that will work. The only thing that works are soul lessons. And both of you guys deserve to have your personal soul lessons. So when your masculine pulls away and they push you away, you don't go and chase them. That's not what divine feminines do. Divine feminine steps in her power, steps on her purpose, stands on her business, and starts doing just that, You're not waiting for them to return. You're detaching. Every time they detach, you detach. Every time they detach, you detach. And I know a lot of times as feminines would think like, but the love will, it will dilute the love. That's not how it works. It's an eternal love. There's no diluting it. The love will only get stronger with every coming back, with every reconciliation. It will only get stronger and will only get deeper. And if you need your personal confirmations, you can as well go do what you gotta do meanwhile, Because I see a lot of feminists just be like, but I'm so loyal, I'm just waiting for my masculine to come back. If your masculine goes and does his own thing, you are separated. They left you. This man left you. So you need to understand that when they go and do their own thing, they're living separate life. They're not thinking of you. They're not living with you, They're not trying to hit you up, They go and they live a separate life in this 3D world. And you can go ahead and do just that, if it feels right for you. I know a lot of feminists just waiting home for them to return, staying loyal and being, whatever you gotta do just that. But it doesn't everybody are here on their own personal soul journey. Even if you are together, like in a spiritual union with this person, everybody are on their personal journey, and you are supposed to be this is very unconventional love. Like, this is not one of those, hey, let's meet, let's build a house, let's grow some children. This is tough. It's gonna be tough. There's gonna be more and more of these separations, coming together, reconciliation, separation, reconciliation. Like, it will never stop. Trust me, it will never stop. The whole point of this person is to push you away. Every time they're gonna push you away. The deeper you lean, the more they run, So you gotta learn how to find a balance, right? How to love this person without breaking your own heart, because they will pull away again and again and again. It will most likely never stop. Like, I cannot guarantee you that they will ever stop pulling away. Especially if they're just in 222. But it really does not matter, because there's no time limit on this love. You know, I just heard somebody asking, what about the babies, right? I just heard, a baby, what about the baby? You know what? If it happens, it happens. And then you deal with it, right? Obviously, there might be better options for you to build a stable home with somebody else, you know, but, you know, it comes with its own thing. Like, you may not have the same type of passion in that relationship. You might have other things like stability and, you know, a good home for your kids, but you may not experience this type of love again. So you gotta choose, you know, the decision is yours. You gotta choose your battles, you know. This is a true love, Spirit is saying. This is true love, and it's beautiful, and it's giving like twin flame. Like, this is really the purest form of expression when it comes to love, what you guys have. So it is very precious, it is very rare, and your love, when you are in it, and when it's good and when it's deep, even if it lasts for just a moment, it radiates so much energy. Like, it literally sets so many things in motion, you know, like literally through the universe. Like, it's insane. It just stars, fireworks, insanity in the best possible way. And I'm also getting that every time you guys come together, your reconciliation, it will just in 2, 2, 2, 2. So Spirit is saying it's time, you know, it's time. And I'm specifically talking to somebody who's been in this push and pull cycle for many, many times. You know, I'm talking to somebody who's just so used to it at this point that you're like, okay, whatever happens, happens. I'm here for all of it, you know. And obviously, if you're not, then, you know, you have the right to do what feels right for you. But if you want to experience the the most raw form of love, you're here for it. This is for you, right? Spirit here is saying that you're about to go to the new heights. Next time you reconcile, next time this person hits you up, remember, you never chase. As a feminine, you never chase. Ever. Never, ever do you text this man. Never do you call them, drunk call them. I don't care how many wine glasses you had. You do not call this person ever. The only way for this to work is for your masculine to contact you. Okay? This person is saying, I wasn't ready. Duh. We already knew this. This person sees you. It may be a little confusing to this person because they know you're their spiritual something, but they don't quite know what you are to them. A lot of times these masculines will confuse, like, they will confuse your nurturing energy, and they'd be like, is she my spiritual mother, or is she my wife, or is she my girlfriend? You know, like, what is it? Like, they'll be confused because you fit in all those roles. You know, you are so nurturing and loving, and you're like mothering them even better than what their mother used to mother them, right? And so they get like confused about it. You know, some of them feel even guilty about it. You know, they're like, oh, but she reminds me of my mother. You know, she reminds me of that nurturing side of like my grandma. You know what I mean? So you by staying in your energy, you know, because their mother will always bridge the gap. She will always call them no matter how rude they are to her. You're not that. You're divine feminine, and you need to show this man that you are not his mom. You are his wife. You are his spiritual partner. So they cannot expect same things from you that they expect from their mother, and they will figure this out. You know, never fight with this man ever. Never fight with them ever. Don't say a word. You just leave. When they're getting on your nerves, when they're trying to start some shit, the best way, if you can ignore it and you can have a nice time with them despite, don't take it personally because they're projecting, they're testing your boundaries, they're, you know, projecting on you like they would project on their mother, right? Because we're talking about very immature masculine here. When they start doing that, they're testing the waters, you know, how much will you take? You don't take none of that. You just go, you dip. Immediately. You don't even know how many times I left the space so fast I forgot my keys, or I forgot my wallet, or I forgot my purse in there. I'm just like, bye. Didn't say a word, you know. And these people they did not talk to me like that ever again, you know, because I'm not afraid to leave anything behind when you talk to me this way. Like, I will leave my whole life in here and I'm gonna go that way. And there needs to be a certain type of rules. Same thing when, you know, you start seeing some signs of, let's say, infidelity, or them going around whatever town, whatever, right? You dip. You go do your own thing. You know? You don't complain about it. You don't say a word. You go, you separate. There's no access denied. There's no access to you when they're in something else. The only way they can get in is through true love and commitment, even though they cannot hold that energy for too long. A lot of times these people, these men, cannot hold that energy for too long. It's because it's a lot of responsibility, you know. It's a lot to handle, you know. Like, things get real quick, and they get scared and they run, and they go choose something easier, you know. They go choose something that they don't need to be accountable to, you know. And but they know it's just temporary, you know. It's just temporary, you know. I mean, it is what it is. Is it an ideal situation? Probably not, right? But as a feminine, you know, I would recommend that you practice forgiveness and you learn how to clear that energy sooner than later, you know. Because obviously there's a lot of emotion that's gonna be, you know, that's not gonna be pretty, you know. And you could do better, but will it be stronger? We don't know, you know. So it's for you to decide. This is a true gift, you know, to be in these type of connections, because they're so open, you know, and love flows freely here. There's nobody that can come in and say, like, you're doing this the wrong way. You know, there's really not right or wrong here. There's definitely too many people involved in this, like, for sure. Like, I can tell you that. Like, there's too many people involved in this, and you know, what you can do is to keep your side of this simple, you know, that you focus on few things, that you focus on your life, you focus on your mission, you focus on your money, whatever, you focus on your own stability. Don't even try to build a stability with this person. Don't even go there. Don't even try to do that. It will not work. It will come crashing down, and then you're homeless, then you with no car, with no money, and that's it. heartbroken. You need to absolutely must have your own stability. There's no other way. I just seen 3-3. Thank you, Spirit. You must have your own stability. If you're in these type of connections, you must have your own stability. And you need to protect it. You need to cover your houses. You need to cover your vehicles. And you only meet this person at their place, in their life, because it's messy over there. On your side, it's clean. I just seen 3-3 again. 3-3-3. Thank you, Spirit. On your side, it's clean. It's nice and simple. It's clean. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. You know what you want. And, they will catch up if they want to, But you ain't got to, swim in that dirt over there. Like, when it gets messy, you out of there and you back in your nice and clean home. In your stability, on your mission, on your money, on your business, and you're waiting for the coast to clear again. This is the only way it's gonna work. You know what I mean? And if you have some good friends, even better. If you have, you can do whatever you want to do. Literally, there's no rules here. Okay? You know what's right for you. Right? But when you deepen it, when you are coming together and you deepen it and you can feel that it's good, that's when you do the work. That's when you cover the union, when you are together with this person. You need to do that work as much as you can. Like, you can energetically protect this union when you guys are in it and both parties are leaning in. That's when you cover this union and you protect it. But when they go and do their own thing, you must go and do your own thing. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, Spirit here is saying ask for the protection. Exactly. That's when you cover and anoint this union. When both of you are leaning in. When you are finally meeting on the same frequency. Yeah, Spirit here is saying protect your body. So if you know that this person goes around, obviously, you gotta move smart. You gotta protect your body, if you know what I mean. This person would like you to know that they see you in their future. That's cool, but, lean toward your own stability. Build your own stability, Grow your assets, buy properties, Build your career. Obviously, when you do that, you got to keep this person in mind, You can't just be like, I'm on my career, I have no space for you. Because they can feel that too, You have this little opening for them, come and get me when you're ready. Like Selena Gomez said, When you're ready, come and get me, right? This is what you're saying to this person. When you're ready, come and get me, right? But I'm not just here sitting around, You're doing your own thing, But this will never be one of those traditional unions where, you can plan the holidays together. This is not one of those relationships. So don't even. You will get disappointed real quick. This is one of those rule-breaking, extraordinary, super deep, super physical connections, super out of this world, telepathic communication, can feel, each other through space and time. Time doesn't really exist. Everything else falls away when you're together. This is one of those, And especially when you come together, what will end up happening is that your passion will deepen every time. Every reconciliation will deepen your passion, if you know what I mean. And that's where you can freely express your love towards one another. Even if it's just for one night or for 1 week or 2 weeks, whatever it is, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because when you guys are together, time does not exist. Time stops, and you can merge souls together in those moments, and you can freely express yourself, you know. This is a free type of love. Like, both of you are free spirits. So there really are no rules here, you know, as long as you're like in a mutual understanding here. Do not nag to this person, like, especially as feminine. Never. You can nicely bring certain things to their attention, you know, like, you know, this makes me feel this way, you know, this makes me feel that way. But never be like, you did this, you did that. Like, avoid that expression at all costs. Like, avoid like pointing fingers at one another. And this person is not as I was about to say intelligent as you. Yeah, like emotionally intelligent. They're not as emotionally intelligent as you. So they, you know, they may not know how to communicate with you respectfully. And you ain't gotta teach them either. They will get it. Their punishment is your absence. Whenever they treat you in disrespectful ways, you pull away, and you dive in your own stability, and you dive in your purpose, and you know, you take all that energy and you put that energy elsewhere. You put that energy into yourself, into loving yourself. If this person cannot love you right, then you need to pull back that energy and love yourself the way that, you know, you wish to be loved. And love your purpose and love your stability, right? Bedroom confessions. So when you guys come together, this person will tell you something. They will, you know, this will be something that you probably already knew. They will tell you something, but it may also be something nice, like, you know, like, I really care for you, or like, I love you, or like, you know, whatever it is that they gonna say. Because I'm getting like this separation may be quite long for some of you guys. Like, I'm getting like a month or something. And this person may feel like they may have blocked you. When they block you, they block themselves, literally. And then they would have to go through the whole guilt and shame cycle and unblock you, you know, and feel like a fool. Like, you ain't gonna make them feel anything. Like, spirit will do the work, you know. This person is literally hurting. When they're hurting you, they're literally hurting themselves. So you ain't gotta do anything, you know. All you gotta do is dodge the bullet, you know, and take nothing personally. Nothing. Because they be only reflecting, because you are the one who knows. You're the sure one. So you know where you stand, right? So whatever other foolishness is going on here, you know, you gotta block all that. You gotta protect yourself from all that. So whenever something doesn't fit your standards, when it comes to this connection, you pull away, you separate. Yeah, this person would like you to know that their love for you is getting stronger. And this love for you is getting stronger in the separation. A lot of times men fall in love in your absence, not when you're around them. Believe it or not. Weird creatures. Women and men are very different. Women bond through, we produce different type of hormones. Man, I wish I could remember. Oxytocin or something, and then the other one was, you guys do your own research. I can't remember the hormones that we produce, but women produce the hormones that, you know, we bond through loving physical touch, like caring, right? We're bonding through like having, like catering to that person, mothering them, like, you know what I mean. Men, they don't bond that way. Men will hit it, and then they will go and do their own thing, and that's when they start getting the flashbacks, because you're not there anymore. Like, men literally fall in love not in your presence but in your absence. You fall in love with a man in their presence, right? Like, you're like, oh my god, don't ever let me go, I don't ever want to let you go, let's just always be together. Men don't think like that. They live in the moment, and then they go and do their own thing, and when they're out of your energy, when that's when they start bonding with you. That's literally, their love for you grows stronger in your absence, not in your presence. So please, ladies, remember this. So actually, every separation is really good. It's actually growing your love stronger. It really is. And if love is real, you will always come back together if it's true love. True love grows stronger through separation, through obstacles. If you don't come together with this person, then obviously, there's something else way better for you out there. But I'm talking to somebody who's been in these cycles many times now, so you should know by now, right? So you already know that, okay, I like this guy the most. Like, you probably like try to go and find like something easier, and you're like, there's no passion here. Anytime you're with somebody else, you keep thinking of this one. And that's how like, you can't explain it, because it's the most irrational choice you could make. Because this man is literally terrible, but you love them, and you don't know why you love them. You just know that they hit the spot. It's literally the same thing for them. Like, they know you hit the spot, but a lot of times they will take you for granted, just because might sound so funny, but like, your love is too good. Your love is too good. So they will take it for granted, and they will think that you will always be there. And the way this works is that when they start taking you for granted, the longer you will separate. The worse they treat you, the more they take you for granted, the longer the next separation will be. They will cut off your energy. You will detach for a longer period of times, so that they will finally learn how to act right. If they want you around, they need to act and show up in certain ways. And you cannot tell this person this, because it's one of those unwritten laws that they're supposed to learn themselves, because they won't understand it until they go through it. So let's say first time they disrespect you, you separate for a week. Next time they disrespect you, separate for 2 weeks. Third time they disrespect you, you're gone for the whole month. If they keep doing that, they text you, you don't reply. It is what it is. And a lot of times, like, this will come naturally. Like, you ain't gotta manipulate it, you ain't gotta do anything. You will just feel when it's right, It's like, okay, this is how you feel, and this is how you respond, It is what it is. Like, this person will get it for sure. Like, they're not dumb, Yeah, this person knows that you're the realist, literally. They're like, okay, there's no manipulating her, there's no lying to her. Like, she knows. They know that that's why they're so scared of you, because like, they're like, how does she know? Like, how? Because you know them. 4 angel message. You know them so well, because they're literally your spiritual partner. They're your spiritual husband. And you have that extra strong intuition when it comes to this person. So you always know what they at, right? This person would like you to know that they would like to live with you. I would not recommend this, honestly. I will not recommend living together because they don't seem to be ready. If there's still this push and pull situation on, if they're dipping in and out, they're not ready. So obviously they would want, the ideal situation for this person would be having you home, cooking, cleaning, doing your duties, whatever you gotta do as a wifey, and then they would have their own freedom. This is what they mean by I want to live with you. They don't mean like actually being there for you, being loyal. This is not what it means. It means like I want the convenience, I want you to be my wifey, but I also want to have my freedom. And you're gonna say no to this. Like, kindly decline this offer right here. Like, no. You're gonna keep your own stability. You're gonna keep your house nice and clean. And they gonna keep their house nice and clean. You ain't gotta go there, clean up, and you ain't gotta do any of that. Next time you go there after the separation, their house better be clean. There better be some freaking spaghetti on the table, some bottle of wine, some candles. If you don't see this, then leave immediately. There better be some roses. You know what I mean, right? If you don't see none of this, then it's not the time to go back, okay? You better stay in your house, cook your own spaghetti, okay? Yeah, this person would like you to know that they didn't like the nagging. I mean, who does, right? Even if you have something to say nothing. Keep it to yourself and dip, okay? Talk it out to your friend, okay? Put something in comments over here. Like, never, ever, 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 ever say nothing to this man, ever. Okay? When you don't like something, you go. You get up and leave. You ain't gotta say a word, okay? Yeah, exactly. This is so important. By worshiping the darkness, well, it says the worshiping the this person may have narcissistic tendencies, right? By worshiping the darkness, the low energies, you were worshiping. By worshiping the narc, you were worshiping darkness, right? This is so important to understand that a lot of times these energies are very low vibrational and they want a full control over you, because you are the stronger one here, You are much stronger than this person, much, much stronger. And you make them feel small. You make them feel weak. You make them feel strong. And your strength obviously comes from the source, you at service to God and they are not. So they want a full control over you, but in order for them to even get to you, they would have to ask the permission from God, Him itself, to even get back in your energy. So things that you might hear is like they start talking about praying, or they start talking about God, or they may mention Jesus. In every separation, they will actually pray for your return, and they will ask God for your return. And so this is very, very powerful connection in that sense as well, that this connection is teaching you self-worth and deeper levels of love. And this connection to your person is teaching them how to come back to God, how to get closer to God, because it's the only way to get to you, They cannot get through, and they've tried to go through like physical things, they try to go through manipulation or whatever, they try to play with you, and now they know that none of this will work. The only way to get to you is when their soul is asking for you, for your return. Their soul is asking to be back in your presence. So whenever you feel like they're trying to pull you down there, you gotta leave this connection, because you are not gonna be part of any dark activities. You're not gonna be a third party in no third party situations. You're not gonna be in no you're not gonna be fighting. You're not gonna be nagging. You're not going to be telling them what to do. You're not going to be in any low vibrational situations with them. The only way to get to you is through the Most High, and keep it on a good frequency, keep it on a higher frequency. When they drop, and they will drop, every time they will drop, because they're less conscious here. So they will feel the contrast, right? So whenever you separate, they feel the void. They feel like their life is spiraling downwards, because you bring the protection into their life. Like you bring the light, you bring the favor, you bring supernatural protection, and it's a smooth sailing when you're around, right? But when you're not around, they're lost. Like, they're literally lost. And yeah, they know this. Tighten up your spiritual protection. Yes, exactly. Tighten up your spiritual protection, and say no to anything low vibrational. Yeah, Spirit here is saying detach. One of the most important lessons in life is to learn how to detach in a healthy way, where you can still love people but not be around toxic energies, right? And it doesn't mean that, once toxic, always toxic. Like, people do learn, like, people do grow, and just like you have grown, right? But you just gotta pick and choose your timing, okay? Don't stay in toxic situations. When it gets toxic, you gotta dip, okay? Yeah, if his communication is slowing down with you, it's because it's speeding up with someone else. You can feel when the energy is authentic, right? You can feel it, and you can feel when it's distorted. And when it's distorted, it's like, okay, it seems like you're busy with other things, so I'm gonna go and take care of my life now, right? Yeah, this is what you're focused on: small circles, big checks. For you, this is very simple. You're not confused one here, so that is your strength. Like, literally, you're not confused here, so you know what you want. You have your eyes on your prize, and you are just giving it grace. You're giving it time, but you're not stopping your life for this person here. You are focusing on your big checks. You're focusing on your small, clean, healthy environment, keeping only, productive, constructive, positive relationships around you. And you are kindly declining everything else. Yeah, you're declining anything that's corrupted. This just doesn't resonate with your energy, because when you accept the dirt, you are literally, you're worshiping the other side. Like, you shouldn't be accepting just about anything, right? You should not be accepting dirt. That doesn't match. That's not godly frequency. Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be rejecting everything corrupted. And you need to make sure that you stay clean, you know. Yeah, you cannot hold on to this person. Like, you gotta release them. Like, you gotta let them go. Only then you can be free, and only then when they come back, you know, you will know that it's, you know, real. Yeah, you gotta trust the higher power here. You gotta understand that everything is happening for a reason. Everything is happening for both of your development and soul development and growth. And even though these things are very unconventional, a lot of people would say, F this shit. I'm gonna go do something healthier, more productive. You know, I have this nice person right here waiting for me, been waiting for me. You know, I'm gonna go over here and build a beautiful life with this one. And you have a perfect right to go and do just that. But I want you to be sure, and I want you to you know, take your time. Don't rush it, you know. Do your own research and test it as many times as you need to. Because sometimes these things may backfire, you know. Like, you will go and build this beautiful life with somebody completely safe, and then you have a romantic evening and you get in it and you start thinking about this other dude, right? And that's when you know that the heart wants what it wants, you know. The heart wants what it wants. And obviously you can deny that. You can deny that. You can be like, nah, but my logic, you know, I gotta use my brain. But you know, what's real is real. You cannot fight that. A true love is a true love, even though it's not perfect, even though it's literally retarded in a lot of cases. This person a lot of times is just completely just no, bad, shit, right? But then when it's good, you're like, dang, this thing is really hitting the spot, you know? That nobody else could do it the way they do it, you know. Nobody else can do it. Come on, kitty. Come on, baby. Sorry, guys, I'm letting my cat in. Come on, buddy. Nobody can have as strong of the connection as you guys have, right? And if you know this, right? But you gotta know what's right for you, right? You gotta test it out, like, as many times as you need to, you know. Yeah, this person is waking slowly but surely, waking up, growing in a spiritual ranking, very slowly. This is not this is not the sharpest knight in the drawer, let me tell you that. This person is definitely spiritually very confused. They still think that they can run from God. They still think that they can do things behind closed doors. Very immature, okay? So, you know, there will be downtime for your soul. So if you are in a separation, take it as a little vacation, you know. Maybe you need to go on vacation, you know, and you know, just know that this person will be back, you know. This person will be back, okay? So enjoy your alone time, you know. Enjoy this downtime for your soul, because this is so intense. You cannot, like, go through this 24/7. Like, you can't live with this person. Like, you can't see them every day. Like, it will just mess you up. It will mess both of you up. This is so intense that, you know, I've been in this type of connection for a very long time, right? So my friend, very wise friend, once said that, you know what, it seems like you guys should be seeing only once a month. And I'm like, I don't know, like, only once a month, you really think so? But honestly, like, once I, like, understood it, once I could, like, process it, I was like, maybe my friend is right. Maybe we should only see once a month, you know? Once I was okay with it, that we only gonna see once a month, I swear to God, my masculine start hitting me up more often. So a little tip to feminines, if you accept the fact that you will only see your masculine, your divine partner, this crazy connection, once a month, I swear to God, they will start hitting you up more often. I swear to God. So yeah. Yeah, there's things they're doing behind your back, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Just know that. This person is not sitting home when they saying they're at work, they're at wherever, they're not where they say they are, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this person is very two-faced. They think that they can lie to you, that they can fool you or fool God. And that's when you become unavailable, detached, not interested, access denied. Yeah, a joker. This is when you separate from this dirt and you go and clean your aura. You clean yourself, you protect yourself, you cleanse your homes, you anoint your homes, you anoint your vehicles, you anoint your pets, and you anoint your purpose, and you start focusing on that. I went for a physical appearance. Duh. What a dummy. Anyways, let's get a few more. This reading is getting so long. And obviously, you guys, if this is not your reading, like, totally get it. This is totally not for everybody. And what's happening a lot of times in these connections are absolutely disgusting. And you should totally not tolerate any of this. Future planning. You gotta be planning your future by yourself, okay? You gotta build your stability by yourself. And you, by doing that, will actually teach your person to elevate in life, literally, because they look up to you. They will do what you do. They will be behind you because they have a long way to go, but they will get there eventually, So you're the one showing the way. So if you want to buy a property, you need to go and buy a property. Eventually this person will go and buy a property or something. If you want a new car, you wish that this person would have a nicer car, you go and get yourself a nicer car, and they're gonna be like, well, I'm a man, like, I need a nicer car, need to. Now she has a nicer car than me, like, now I need to get a nicer car. You know what I mean? If you have more money, if you want this person to have more money, you go and get more money. You know what I mean? You are the one who's leading this connection. You cannot lean on this person. They're gonna be leaning on you. They're gonna be following your example. Yeah, this person would like you to know that their love and care for you is getting stronger. This fire is burning brighter. Like, they're more in their righteous ways than they're like in their destructive ways right now, or getting there. Yeah, choosing love over fear, and literally, like, not taking things too seriously. You gotta take these type of connections as a little, as a little game. It's a little fun romance, like, nothing more, nothing less. Don't take it too personally, okay? Yeah, Spirit would like you to know that only sky is the limit here. Like, this connection, the more you will come together, because as I told you, there will be more separations here. The more you come together, like, let's say you come together 10, 20, 50 times, every time it will get better, okay? Yeah, you will be instantly jumping timelines once you let them go. So you gotta detach. If you haven't done this yet, you cannot execute your mission when they're pulling on your energy, because their energy is toxic, okay? It's corrupted energy, so you gotta detach from that energy and you gotta stay in your energy, and they need to meet you there. Once they reach that point where they can elevate, they're out of their addictions, they're out of their distortions, they're out of their corruptive ways, they have repent, talk to God, that's when they come back. That's when they can reach you, you know? But you're not gonna lower yourself and dwell in dirt, because that's just not what divine feminines do. Yeah, this is the only way to get to you: clean, clear, fresh energy, right? You're like an ocean breeze, or you're like a rose, a flower. Yeah, they see you as somebody very intellectual, very smart. This person may be stalking you, like online, or just checking up on you. So this is interesting. They say, you think you played me, but no, I let you. I don't know which one of you. Oh, this is DF. This may be you saying that you think you played me, but no, I let you. Yeah, exactly. You just wanted to see what this person is like. You let them be, like, you know, you let them do what they do, and you act accordingly, you know. Go ahead, do what you want to do, you know. And then no contact for the next 2 months, right? Now, I don't like blocking people. I don't feel like it's necessary. I think it's absolutely retarded, blocking culture. This person may be blocking you though, and this is because they're very mature. They're blocking you for several reasons. First of them being they're being hurt. Whenever they block you, they're hurt. They're actually, like, they're mad, you know. That's why they block you. Second reason being they want to go and cheat, and they don't want you to see, or they think out of mind, out of sight. You know, they're gonna go and have their own little fun over there and think that you will not notice, will not see it. They're like, but we were not together, so it's not cheating, right? Well, well, so when they block you, don't take it personally, but, you know, yeah, don't take it personally, but take notes, you know. And trust me, it does not help talking about this. Like, you know, it does not help talking about this. Like, you block me one more time, you will never see me again, and they will still keep blocking you. So just ignore it, you know. Just don't even say anything about it. It's like, okay, blocked, out of sight, out of mind. Now you free to go. Now you free to go do your own thing, you know. Yeah, there might be a vacation coming up. Hawaii is coming out. Let's see what else. Yeah, Spirit here is saying, like, don't wait, boldly go. Like, boldly go do your thing, you know. Boldly go do your thing. And I've noticed that for me personally, this works best when I detach completely. I'm like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear from you. Go, be happy, do what you gotta do. Like, I hope you enjoy yourself, you know. And then I go and take a trip without this person. I'm like, thank God I ain't gotta worry about this. Like, thank God I can enjoy my family time, my friends. Thank God I can just live life and progress in my mission and just dive deeper in my own life and keep my house nice and clean, you know, do my skincare, do my hair care. And even when you are with this person, make sure that you stick to your routine. Make sure that you don't miss your skincare routine, your hair care routine, none of that. Because don't let this person interfere with your beauty. Never, ever, 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 ever let a man interfere with your beauty, ever. Like, your body, like, your well-being comes first, always. Always. Like, some of you feminines, you gotta be more selfish. You literally, like, you too much of a service to these whatever men. Like, you gotta think of yourself more. You gotta be more selfish, okay? You gotta take your time first, And then when you have time left, then you go and you go and serve these men over there. Come, baby. Come, baby girl. Okay. What else? Yeah, Spirit is showing that a lot of these masculines, obviously they're not divine, are shady. You know, they're shady. And you don't deal with none of that. You instead are going straight to the top. You know, you for some of you guys, like, I'm seeing that this may even just be a crush, a romance. You know, this is your little side gig right here. Like, you can't expect this man to be your husband in this lifetime. It will probably never happen. It'll be your little secret on the side. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be your little romance that you see once a year. I'm dying. I am dying. Breaking all evil toxic contracts. Yeah, exactly. This is a perfect timing. In this season, you will be breaking all evil toxic contracts. So you gotta ask God, what is toxic? What is evil? What is whatever? Show me, God. You know, show me, God, what I need to get rid of. And then you start cutting people off. Nip snaps, bye. And not only people, but these are any type of contracts that you made in your previous season. So these may be whatever you have signed. These may be even corporations. This may be authorities. This may be whatever. You know what it is for you. Some of you need to get a new bank account, new bank, new credit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, new lease. Like, you know what it is for you. Don't rent, buy. I'm just saying, buy if you can. Don't rent, you know. Anyways, I think this is, yeah, exactly. Spirit here is saying, say less, do more. Like, literally saying nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing. Focus that energy on you, on building your beautiful life, taking good care of yourself. The better you feel, the better everything will be. I swear to God, the more beautiful you feel, the better everything will just be, period. So stop breaking your heart about this, whatever is going on there. Let them dwell in dirt, you know. You stay clean, you stay sharp, you stay on your purpose. And that's it. That's it. You're like this beautiful rose, this beautiful flower right here, you know, blooming so beautifully. And whoever can match your energy is allowed in. And if not, then protect yourself. Okay, I love you so much. You know, always remember to show your gratitude to the Most High. Always remember to pray. Always remember to pray for the protection. Wear your crystals, sage your homes. Just keep everything nice and clean, okay? I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. And just know that you are one of the strongest souls out there, period. Literally. Bye.